trying to tell you that this is a 2 hour
Madam, tag 3 si sir, tag 35 na ko
enhancement.
madam, tag
Okay.
11.
So when we say
Stay niya
enhancement,
tag 30.
meaning we are going to enhance.
Ani.
Huwag namin natunan.
Ni try ra ko giran man ta ko gabi di ko na makayo.
Da, Miss Nora?
Giran di ko
Kasi
buhat.
dapat na to enhance. Meaning existing na siya nga knowledge, group of knowledge,
Yes,
di
sir.
ba?
Ang natunan no sa enhance na siya, sir. Para nga makuan yun mo dig deep pa.
Wow, sana all. Ay, Miss Hayagan, how are you?
Fine, sir.
Mumusta sa ko sa inyo ha? Before we're going to start. B, who is... Can you open your cam? Oh, Miss Obugon.
Hello, sir.
No more, nigamay ka.
Nag
Dito sexy. Ay,
nanganak ko,
congratulations.
sir.
Manay bungas pagpaningkamot. O ang source sa pagpaningkamot. Pa? Okay. Isa pa niyabi. Grupo ni Hajimar. Hajimar around. Nagluya man. Wabay energy. Okay. I know you're preparing a lot for this day. Am I right? I know you're preparing. And I expect also that you have all the concepts na about our topic. Okay? So once again, good morning and welcome to this 2 hour enhancement on curriculum development. Okay, the same process as what we did before. I'm going to post some questions. Then if you want to answer, you may raise your hand. Pero kung walay magpatas og kamot, then I will call your name. Would it be okay? Would it be okay for you?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Alan, nakalimot sila sa kong rule.
Yes, sir.
Okay, Miss Nora, very good. Nakahinundos, Miss Nora. Basta agree, just raise your hand button. Okay. Good to see you. Smile naman, Mr. Asa na to si Kuan ni? Tawag ipanginta. Ay, Miss Sylvia, how are you? Miss Lorna. Okay.
Cellphone na lang.
Sige. Oh, Miss Hangad. Miss Kabisay, kamusta ng digungan? Ay, Miss Moring, bagong gising. As usual.
Pero, sir.
Okay, so when I'm going to start, you have to off your cam and you have to off your microphone. Pero hindi po magsuwari sa off. Gimingo ko sa inyo ha. Sa inyo magbibo. Diba? Miss Batoy. Okay, so no, graduating na mo. Kumusta man ninyo ang pagpaningkamot? Ano sa inyong graduation?
June 13.
Sir.
So advance niyo. So do the best.
30.
So do the best ha para sa inyong graduation. I'm happy for your accomplishment sa inyong pag-eskwela. And saludo ko sa inyong pagpaningkamot. Ug saksi ko sa inyong pagpaningkamot, di ba? Okay. So I have to start na. So thank you very much in advance. Then you may off na your cam and your microphone.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I hope nakita ninyo akong screen o slide.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you. I have to full screen para makita. Okay. Miss Hayagan, can you read what is in the screen?
Curriculum development,
Okay,
sir.
very good. So this is our main topic this morning, and this runs for 2 hours. And of course, we have the three objectives. And after the 2 hours, I hope we can come up with this and you can attain these three objectives. First, of course, you can define what is curriculum based on its nature and purposes. That's the first one. Even if nobody will give you a source of information about the curriculum, but within yourself, you can define what is curriculum. I hope you can attain this one. Second, you can illustrate how the curriculum being used in the Philippine context. Okay, in Philippine education, what is the recent curriculum that we are using, and then how this curriculum evolves from the past until the present. And then the third one is, I hope within yourself, at least after this, you can appreciate the impact of curriculum contextualization in the K-12 curriculum as being or the recent was a trend in the implementation of the K-12 curriculum. Okay, may I hear from Miss Batoy? What are the three objectives, Miss Batoy?
Define curriculum based on its nature and purposes, illustrate how the curriculum being used in the Philippine education, and 3. Appreciate the impact of curriculum contextualization in the K to 12 curriculum.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Batoy. Now, we have these curriculum concepts, nature, and purposes. So, before I present this, I would like to ask somebody, of course, your idea, of course, your idea on what is curriculum in your own understanding. I'm sorry, I cannot see because I am in the full screen. I have the full screen now. I hope, I hope I can remember the name. Miss Lorna Hayagan. Oh, sorry, Miss Lorna.
Okay, good morning, sir. Good morning, classmates. For my own definition of curriculum, it is multi. It is a process that is being implemented in the school or in the every not only the like us becoming like us becoming teacher or as students or overall in the whole schools. It is being implemented or um, it is a process that is help us to no, it is one of the um, guide us to overcome a good successful becoming a teacher, sir. Sorry.
Okay, thank you very much, Miss Lorna. So I have to get the keyword from your definition. It is a guide. Am I right? So according to Miss Lorna, curriculum is a guide. Thank you. May I hear from uh, Miss Hayagan? Miss Hayagan?
Yes, sir. I think
Okay.
ang curriculum, sir, the curriculum kay kanang course component siya sa kanang kanang ginatot na to sa eskwelahan. It may
Okay,
be
very good. Go ahead, go ahead. Okay.
sir, course component siya kanang different ways siya sa kanang how to course component siya panalitan adto katong akong nahinumduman lang adto katong hidden curriculum something og daghan pang uban.
Okay, component. That's great. Good
Good
morning.
morning, sir. Char.
Go ahead.
And for me, sir, curriculum is like what Miss or Ma'am Hinovia said. It's a guide, and it's also a plan
Okay.
for a specific course or uh, specific subject or sa kanini nawala na ko.
Okay,
Wala na ko na.
that's correct. It is a plan. Very good, Miss Ruby.
Yes, it's a plan, sir, for practices nga sa una nga murag gi-compile bitaw para mahimo siyang guide for the
Okay.
next learning activity or skill na magamit.
Okay, very good. It is a plan. It's a learning activity. Very good. That is curriculum. Okay. What do you think of the curriculum? Mr. Hajimar. Naka hands down Ritsu. Okay.
Unsa to mo what is the nature?
Okay, what do you think is the nature of the curriculum?
Hmm. Nalimot ko. Kanang sir, gis lang sir. Kaya kanang kuan siya sir. Nature is kanang naka-based siya sa experiences or sa context sa kanang sa nature or sa experiences or sa context sa kanang learners sir. Kasi lang dito day nga dapat ang curriculum is related siya sa day-to-day nga experiences sa mga learners.
Okay, very good. It is child's-based experience. It is context-based. Okay, very good, Mr. Lubrico. How about Miss Beverly? Miss Beverly?
Yes, sir. I agree to what Mr. Hajimar said that curriculum it is a set of or the total learning experiences mga evaluate enter sa sir. That's all.
Okay, thank you, Miss Beverly. You are correct. It is dynamic. One of the nature of the curriculum is it's dynamic. Because the other nature is why is it is dynamic? Another nature of the curriculum. I will try. Okay, Miss Maureen, sorry. Miss Teleron. Hmm. Miss Teleron, you try.
Sir, good morning, sir.
Good morning.
Um, hello. Good morning, sir. Isa ni really a combination of instructional practice, uh, learning.
Okay. Wala akong internet. Okay. Why? Why are you lost?
Tim Hudson's that a curriculum is a permanent studies where the rule of grammar, reading, rhetoric, and logic, and mathematics for basic education are emphasized. That's why, uh, even even if you are going to ask your parents, we in that time, even my time when I was in the elementary, the focus is on these 3 R's. Okay, in our Philippine context before 1980s and even 1970s, the focus is on the 3 R's. And because of that kind of approach or subjects there, they are using the traditional points of view. Okay? So focus on this subject. And on the other hand, according to Arthur Bestor, as an essentialist, believe that the mission of the school should be intellectual training. Hence, curriculum should focus on the fundamental intellectual disciplines of grammar, literature, and writing. Now, have you experienced that before, even before, when you get inside the school, what do you think is the role when you are going to enter the school? May I hear your share, your experience? When you were in the elementary, what is the role in the school pertaining to intellectual? May I hear from Miss Rakuya? Miss Rakuya, hmm, Miss Rakuya, Miss Rakuya. Okay, Miss Obogon, go ahead.
Um,
When you enter the school, what do you think is the role?
the rule, sir, is that it's gonna be fundamental. So it should focus on the intellectual enhancement of the learner. So it should be based on reading, writing, and arithmetic. So it should enhance the intellectual capability of the learner, sir. It
Okay,
focuses.
okay, thank you. Have you noticed that in the school there is a rule that when you get inside, you have to speak English, you have to speak Filipino, and no other language except the two?
Before, sir,
Miss Rakoya, please off your mic. Miss Rakoya.
the penalty, sir, like if you will speak Bisaya, you will pay 1 peso.
Correct. Because that is the principle being used by the teachers before. They are focused on reading, writing, and the rest. Memorization of the fundamentals in mathematics. You have to learn this, except the others. Subject ang ESP. Dili subject ang other subjects. Even according to some, these are not subjects. But yes, we agree to that. And that is the concept of being traditional. Being traditional. Thank you very much, Miss Obo. Now,
Yes.
another definition according to Schwab, the curriculum in our education system is divided into chunks of knowledge we call subject areas. That's what I said. Now, so may I hear from if you can share what are the different subjects in the basic education? What are the different subjects now? Miss Maloto, go ahead. Sorry, nag-lose si Miss Maloto. And Miss Rakuya, anyone can have from Miss Rakuya to anyone from this group, please inform Miss Rakuya to off the mic. Anyone from this? Kindly inform or through the cell phone. Please inform Miss Rakuya to off her mic. Anyway, listen. Okay, so this point of view is based on the traditional points of view about the curriculum. Okay, and Miss, what is this? Miss Bate, kindly off your cam. Miss Batoy, kindly off your cam. Thank you. Thank you, Miss Rakuya. At last na off agad yung mic. Okay, these are some of the concepts. Please take note on this. And even this time, there are teachers really believe on this one. Okay. Then later on, you can compare as a teacher, as a teacher, as a curricularist, you can have the options based on your context. Because later I will ask you what type of points of view you are going to use. Let us see what is your answer. Okay. Now, on the other points of view, according to the progressivist type of view, the progressivist is as a listing of school subjects, syllabi, course of study, and list of course or specific discipline do not make a curriculum. So there are two conflicting views. So according to the progressivist, that this is not a curriculum. This can only be called curriculum if the written materials are actualized by the learner. And broadly speaking, curriculum is defined as the total learning experiences of the individual. Okay. So, may I hear from hmm, sa akin sa may I hear your idea if you're going to agree this definition that the curriculum now is a total experience. Well, answer. Okay, Mr. Lobrico.
I would like
Agree or
to,
disagree?
ano sir, I would like to disagree on the statement that the school listing of school subjects, syllabi, or courses of the study are do not make a curriculum. Yeah, I believe that. Yes, as what I have said a while ago that kanang learning is the total ang curriculum is the total learning experience of the learner. So agree ko da sir, but on the part nga siya do not make the curriculum kaning mga syllabi sir, I would like to disagree on that. It is because sir kanang yeah dili experience sa learners kanang indirectly ang syllabi sir or the course of the study, but it is the plan man good sir na we have to follow. Without these syllabi, without these subjects, without this course of study sir, wala tay guide, wala tay plan, bali murag walay sense of direction ang learning sa students kung wala ni sila nga mga materials like to nga mga college sir, if wala tay course syllabus sir, wala sense of direction kung unsa ang dapat nato istudihan. So to make the learning experience holistic, dapat natay silabay, natay mga subjects, natay course of study nga mo itong i-follow para ma-achieve nato ug mag-gather nato tanan nga learnings, ma-accumulate nato tanan nga learnings og mga ideas and knowledge nga dapat nato ma-acquire to become an effective and knowledgeable with a broad sense of ideas as future educators, sir.
Okay, so you can agree the statement if the written curriculum or the syllabi will be used by the teacher. Am I right, Mr. Lurico? This can be okay. So you are now. If I will ask you, asa ka, traditional or sa progressive point of view?
Combination of both, sir. Partly traditional, partly answer, partly basta tiga sa kamo there is accumulation of both the learning. Gina-apply na ko ando sir ba kay both perspective are important sir, and somehow we can nagi part nga kanang applicable and true bitaw sir sa ilang mga statement do. Nag-contradict sila pero makita learning nga ma-apply na to gikan sa traditional and gikan po sa
Okay.
progressivist sir.
Thank you, Mr. Lobrico.
Bali dira naman ang dynamic.
Okay. Okay, Miss Bato, you're raising your hand. Agree or disagree to the statement of Mr. Lobrico? Wala, si Miss Bato.
Hello, hello,
Batoy.
sir. Yes, I'm sorry.
Okay, agree or
Okay,
disagree
I
to
forgot
the
my
statement
microphone is.
of Mr. Lobrico?
In the statement of Mr. Lobrico, he said that he will not agree because, you need to, I mean, those syllabi, I mean, written syllabus, they're also curriculum. But in the progressive points of view, actually, it's right that, oh my, there is actually a point. Of course, like, why the need to implement a curriculum? Because, of implementing a curriculum, you need to have a plan. You need to have a plan of implementation. You need to have a plan of implementation. And, of course, there is actually a point. Of course, like, why the need to implement a curriculum? Because, of implementing a curriculum, you need to have a plan. You need to have a plan of implementation. And, of course, there is actually a point. implementing a curriculum if you will not adhere to that. So I think that's the point of the progressive points of view. So if you implement a curriculum, you must adhere to that. So what's yeah. So I think it's tricky. You need to enforce, like just like what I said a while ago, it's the use of implementing a curriculum. If you will not make it like into practice, so of course we should
Okay.
follow it. That's the point of the
Okay.
progressive points of view, I think.
Okay. Thank you. But again, the written later on you will realize. Let us see what kind of idea would be Miss Bato's idea or Mr. Lubrico's idea. Okay, later. Familiar with Dewey's theory. So here particular elements. Thought is not derived from action, but tested by application. Okay, Miss Obogon. Miss Obogon,
Yes, sir.
what
So,
is
yes,
your
sir.
idea about thought is not derived from action, but tested by application?
Yes, sir. Because learnings are by not do like what you have learned. If you didn't apply what you have learned, it's gonna be useless. Because without application of learning, you will not be able to reflect. If you will, the reflective learning is very important. So you will know which part to enhance or which part, for example, as a teacher, reflective learning is very important. Which part of your activity or your plan or like in part of your objectives that you have to enhance for you to be able to enhance the learning of your learners. So I guess I agree with John Dewey that without the reflective thinking, without applying what you have learned, um, it is not yet like what we call that one.
Okay. Thank you very much, Miss Obogon. How about Miss Asoy? Grace Asoy.
Yes, sir.
Okay. What is your idea about reflective thinking and thought is not derived from?
Yes, sir. Ako sang ginabasa tarong, sir.
Okay.
Laban lang yun.
How can we be a reflective person? Sorry, Miss Maureen. Okay, while Miss Asoy is on the reflective way, on the
Thought
reflective moment,
is not
I
derived
will
Siya,
ask
sir.
another. Okay, go ahead.
thought. It's not derived from action, but tested by
For
application.
me, sir, ang reflective
So,
thinking, sir, kay
what's this?
a notion or awareness, something gaano kasi mong past experience, imo siyang gina-reflect.
Okay,
Sakto ba, sir?
very good, very good. That is
Thank you, sir.
application. Okay, very good, Miss Asoy. So, according to Zen Dewey, the result, meaning the effect of what is the result of the application. So, even if you are going to put it in the context of one's personal experience, diba? From the result of the application, then another thought comes to your mind. Thank you very much for your idea. Now, we have children have under the guidance of teachers. Agree or disagree, Miss Nor? City Nor, I have seen your hand a while ago. Miss City Nor,
Sir, good morning.
good morning.
Morning, madungog ra ko,
Yes,
sir. Bago mo, sir,
yes,
uli.
yes. Go ahead.
Okay, so casual and convoluted curriculum as our experienced children under. Okay, so for me, sir, yes, I agree.
Mhm. Go ahead, go ahead. Mhm.
Yes, sir, I agree. Because because a process where students a process where students describe their learning how it changed. So yes, sir, I agree that children's no children's have under the guidance of teacher.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Sitinor. You're correct. Even us, that's why we have teachers, but not the word teachers as teacher that have the role is to teach, but of course to guide. Okay, and as of this moment, the word teacher evolves. Sometimes teacher will be called mother.
Yes, sir, yes, sir.
Teacher can be called facilitator. So the term teacher now evolved. So because of its roles, not just
Yes,
functions, but the roles of the teacher. Okay. So we can call many words that will relate to the word teacher because based on. Okay. So even what are we going to do in the inside and outside the room, it has something to do with the children. Okay. Thank you so much. Okay. Sorry. And the other one, according to Smith and Stanley and Shores, when they define curriculum as a sequence of potential experiences set up in the schools for the purpose of disciplining children and youth in group ways of thinking and of potential experiences. I will ask you, what do you mean by potential experiences set up in the schools? Again, potential experiences set up in the school. I will look for your names. So, para di ako balik-balik ko ang mga usual names. Okay. Okay. Oranda. Algin Oranda. May I hear you, Miss Oranda? Is Miss Oranda around? Sorry. Algin Oranda. Okay,
Mr.
Mr.
Oranda na.
Oranda. Are you around? Hmm. Not around? Okay, welcome. Miss Boris. Okay, Miss Boris. Miss Boris.
Yes, sir. Hi, sir.
Okay, Miss Boris.
Yes, sir. Good morning, sir. I think
What is your idea about potential?
applied here, sir, is the positive punishment, sir, or the rules and regulations. So, for example, sir, um, there is kaning over kanang mga lihok bitaw kay nga kids, sir. So, for example, like one of my experience
Mm-hmm.
before, kung too much na ang ihang limit or na naabot na sa limit sa teacher nga too much na iyang pagkabadlungon, so late siya makauli. So isa siya sa rules and regulation ni teacher nga naay punishment at the end of kanang ihang bad actions, sir. Thank you, sir.
Okay, thank you so much, Miss Boris. No, thank you for the word punishment. Okay, so have you noticed that there is a prepared lesson plan? Have you noticed that a teacher must be ready with the lesson plan?
Yes, sir.
Even kamo, di ba? Before you are going to the kamo, di ba? Mo og lesson plan. And that lesson plan is the manifestation of what will be the learnings nga matunan sa bata a particular day. And those learnings, maningala na to og potential experiences. So potential meaning the learnings nga matunan sa bata in that particular day. And you're also correct, Ms. Boris, that there are rules to be followed, and that is another set of
Salute.
experiences, another set of potential experiences. Because the prepared lesson plan is inside the classroom. And then the rules also must be followed. That's why it is a set. It is a and I would like to reiterate the word punishment because sometimes punishment can relate to negative thing. Ba? Okay. So I hope you can define the word punishment and then you can actualize what is the word punishment in the context of the learners. Okay? Thank you so much, Ms. Boris. Willis. On the other hand, view curriculum as all the experiences in the classroom which are planned and enacted by the teacher. That's what I said a while ago. So enacted. So planned and enacted by the teacher.
Okay, as what I have experiences in the classroom which are planned and enacted by the teacher, syempre, it is what you have planned, you have to learn in that settings. So,
Okay.
imo gina siyang kumbaga ba sir, ikaw ang model, so you have to enact
Okay.
it. Aron nga mag-grab dan sa students. Okay, that's all sir.
Okay, very good. Sometimes fail to enact. Being prepared by the teacher should be followed. But sometimes along the way, there can be another experiences that may come in unexpectedly. So, but again, there's a plan. Teachers have to be ready with all the lesson plans in all learning areas so that us, okay, us in the office can see, can coach what are the things being not achieved by the teachers in that particular day. Okay, so next. So, from the various definitions and concepts presented, it is clear that curriculum is a dynamic process. The curriculum is it's
Me, sir.
dynamic. Okay, anong dunay word nga dynamic to the curriculum? Why is it that there's a change? Okay, why is it that there is a change? Curriculum is dynamic. Okay.
Yes, sir. I would like to share my experience, sir. When kanang curriculum is dynamic, it changes from time to time kay based on my experience, sir, ba akong lesson plan wala jud nako siya na wala nako siya na achieve ay wala nako siya na follow. It's because kanang nag-use ko og technology kanang PowerPoint that time. So, nag-brown out man siya, sir. So, wala gid ako nasunod na ang akong lesson plan. So, assessment pag yun to nila ay kanang summative test. So, ang ako na lang gibuhat is nagdali-dali jud ko o kanang sulat sa board. Inana bitaw, sir. That's why we have to prepare every time. Dapat natin mga backups. That's it, sir. Experience lang nako.
Okay. Okay, di ba? Experience based, correct. Every 10 years, okay, every 10 years, our curriculum is being assessed, being evaluated. So, for example, before in the 2000, we have the so-called Basic Education Curriculum. Then from BEC, it becomes NESC, okay, National Elementary School Curriculum. Then from the NESC, we have the so-called okay, Enhanced Basic Education Curriculum, known as the K-12 curriculum. It keeps on changing for the better to, okay, to suit the need of the types of learners in different times. Dili pwede nga ang curriculum dili i-evaluate, dili siya i-assess because ang mga bata in the 90s and ang mga bata in this era in 2000, have you noticed more on gadgets before walay gadgets? So that's why as teacher, very good you can relate Miss Ardiano. You can relate it because even if ay mo gina-prepare, uy, lahim din nga ako ang materials, dili man day haom sa mga bata. So, one of the concept or key nga ako i-share sa inyo before preparing the curriculum, know the context of the learners. Kinsa ang mga bata nga makatun-ani? Haom ba ni? Tama ba ni akong ginahimo? Or imuharang standard ang ginabasihan? O ako ni buhaton kay gusto na ako ang mga bata nga niyon. But again, in doing the curriculum, think of your beneficiaries. Think of the learners and yung pagkatudluan. Okay? Kasi sila may matuon ana. I hope that's correct, Miss Ardiana. Thank you. Else, okay, we have Ralph Tyler model, the 4 basic curricularist. Teacher is a curricularist. So what educational, what is this? Have to, this one. Okay, what is the first question? Okay, what educational purposes should the school seek to attain? Okay, basically now, especially the government schools, we require them to make the school improvement plan. Okay, in the school improvement plan, they have the school mission and vision, and then that's that word. What educational purposes should the school seek to attain? Okay, number 2, what educational experiences can be provided that are likely to attain these purposes? So question number 2 will relate to question number 1. And how can these educational purposes, experiences be effectively organized? And how can we determine whether these purposes are being attained or not? So if you're going to relate this Tyler's model in your plan, in your lesson plan, what is this educational purposes? These are the set of objectives. And take note in the lesson plan that you made, we have the so-called content standard. Are you following the template nga ginashare sa inyo sa una?
Yes, sir.
We have the content standard, and then from the content standard, what's the next?
Performance.
Performance standard. Then after the performance standard, what is next?
Learning competence.
Very good. Learning competencies. And then after the learning competencies, what is next?
Content.
Objectives.
Yes, the objectives. Correct. From the competency down to the set of objectives, the specific objectives. And then from the part 1, what is part 2?
Subject matter.
No, the content. Very good. The content. Then under the content, we have what?
Subject matter.
The subject matter. Very good. Now, if you can relate this Tyler's model, is this the 4 questions applicable to the lesson plans we made? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, very very good, because the last part is the assessment, right? There should be in the plan, there should be an assessment, because according to John Dewey, the thought is not by action, but it is by application. So we are now combining the theories of John Dewey using the Ralph Tyler's model. So these questions basically can be applied in making a curriculum. The basic curriculum that we made is the lesson plan. Just a part of reflection, a part of all educational experiences related to the purpose, and then the organization, the experiences, and the evaluation of the experiences. On the other hand, we have Hilda Taba. Okay, please take note, Tyler's model, and then we have Hilda Taba. Now, making a linear model, she believes that teachers who teach or implement the curriculum should participate in roots approach. She presented 7 major steps model where teachers could have a right na mga ready-made lesson plans. Yes or no? Oh.
Yes, sir.
May matuga. But
Sir.
according to Hilda, dapat si teacher, imura to niya itong yang gikopya as a reference. Dapat si teacher, dili siya mo kopya in toto. Tama? Oo. Wala may issue ana, kaya na naman tayo prepared lesson plans. In the different websites about education, daghang mga prepared lesson plans. I-search lang inyong topic mo, gawas na lesson plans. But think of it that we are applying now na mas nakibalo sa context sa mga bata. So it is not so good nga mangkopya in toto. Dapat i-adapt ni teacher by enhancing o sa niya pag-navigate ang mga bata, o sa niya pagpadal ang iyahang mga bata within the day. Okay? So muna ipasabot ni Hilda Taba. Okay. Then we have this one. Number one, formulation of the same as we go with the lesson plans. Again, we are adapting sometimes. Actually, DO42 series of 2016. Kung saan na sabi? Kasi nakahinumdum ana. Ako nagbalik-balik sa ato ang klase sa una. Ang DO42 series of 2016. Kamo na siya. Part of it. Kasi nakahinumdum. Kung saan ang DO42 series of 2016. Alawal.
3 to 12?
Hello.
Ba yan?
Kasi nakahinumdum ana. That DO42 series of 2016.
DO4.
Policy guidelines, sir, ang daily lesson preparation.
Miss Habla, what is that?
Policy guidelines on daily lesson preparation for the K-12
Ay, gito to.
education program.
Very good. Very good, Miss Habla. Meaning the template or the guide, we have the guide on making daily lesson plans and then making daily log, daily log. So very good. That's the kato kong ginakuan sa inyo ganina, na-share katong basic parts of the lesson plans mo to siya. Muna siyang DO42. And these statements are being used in the formulation of the DO42 series of 2016. Okay? Sige. And we'll proceed. Okay. We go to the types of curriculum. Okay. So, take it from the traditional points of view, and here comes now the progressive points of view. According to, Alan Gladhorn, describe proposed by the scholars and professional organizations. And take note, the example of the recommended curriculum is the K-12 curriculum. Okay, the RA 10533, which is known as the Enhanced Basic Education Curriculum Act. That is the example of recommended curriculum in the context of education. Then we have the written curriculum, appears in school, district division, or country documents. Now, in the context of the school, what is this written curriculum? Okay? What do you think is the written curriculum? Give me an example. Okay, very good. Okay, Miss Hinovia, go ahead, Ma'am Lauren. Give me an example of the written curriculum. Go ahead. Okay, Miss Hayagan. Okay, Madonna, Miss go ahead. Give me an example of the written curriculum. Miss Novia.
Books, sir, books.
Okay, the written curriculum. Ito ang books. Okay, that's one. Miss Bores.
Lesson plan, sir.
Okay, lesson plans. Okay, those are some of the written curriculum. Okay, the lesson plans, the learning guides. Okay, the learning guides, So those are some examples of the written curriculum. Anything that you can use in the learning process, and basically the prototype lesson plans, the the curriculum guide. Okay, that's the example of the written curriculum. And the next would be the TOEFL curriculum. Okay, what teachers implement or deliver in the classrooms and schools. So kung katong written curriculum gigamit ni teacher, then it could now be comes the TOEFL curriculum. Kung gigamit na ni teacher ang written curriculum. Yun sa niya pag-deliver inside the classrooms. Then we have the supported curriculum. Okay, the supported curriculum, those are the different learning resources. Okay, the learning materials. Kumbaga, mga different learning materials like computers, audiovisual materials, the IMs nga inyong ginagamit. Okay? Good morning. Good morning. Then we have the so-called assist curriculum, which is tested and evaluated. Okay. This is an example of what type of assessment you are going to use. It could be formative assessment, or we have the summative assessment. And the example of that, give me an example of sample of assessment curriculum. In terms of formative assessment, give me an example. Okay, give me an example. Okay, Miss Obugon.
Pretest, sir.
Okay, so what type of pretest? Would it be what?
For example, it could be for like usually sa grade 1 and grade 2 kay ilahang pretest is usually spelling.
Okay. How about the others? Okay. Go ahead, Mr. Lubrico.
An example of formative assessment, sir, is like when you ask a question to the learner during the discussion to verify if naka-understand ba sila sa lesson or wala. Anong like oral questioning, sir.
Okay, it could be oral recitation form. Okay, those are some. It could be that's the written type of assessment, and then we have the performance assessment also. Okay, then examples of the written, we have the multiple choice, we have the essay. Okay, those are some. Now, that is an example of assist curriculum. Then the learned curriculum, what that students actually learn and what is measured. So the learned curriculum now, what is that? Meaning the result. Okay, the result of the assessment, the result of the assist curriculum would now become the learned curriculum. Give me an example of, as an example of the learned curriculum. Nga makaingon ka nga,
Sir. Again? Summative test, sir. Summative.
The result. Another one. Yeah, that's correct. The result of the summative test of the test paper. Right.
Periodical.
Okay, periodical. That's the result of this paper. How about Mr. Go ahead.
An example of learned curriculum is that you can say that the learners can apply the lesson in real life situations, sir. Like you teach children on how to see how to cook. So you can see the learners do cooking.
Very good.
And
Meaning
the product is edible. So you can see that he or she learns
right.
During
So the product of what is being taught, being assist. Example, ituluan sa pagluto. Okay, that is following instructions. For example, the topic is following instructions, then you are going to apply it in the context of cooking. So meaning, kung nakaloto siya, meaning ang niloto is the actual product. So that is not the taught curriculum. The learned curriculum. Okay, next. We have the hidden curriculum. What is hidden? Is it planned? Is it written? Mr. Bogon.
It is not planned, sir.
It is not planned. It is not written. Am I right?
Yes, sir. It's just nigawas lang gyud siya, sir.
Okay, along the
During
way.
the week.
Okay, very good.
Along the
Meaning,
week.
so meaning an event or a scenario that is being happen between the teacher and the learner along the way. Okay, not written, meaning that is covert curriculum, because the opposite of hidden is the written curriculum, the overt one. Okay, then the last I included this one. Okay, what is the last type, Miss Moring?
Electronic curriculum learning resources or information from the internet.
Okay,
Personal, sir. Dili
example.
ko sure. ICT.
Okay, ICT. What is an example of this?
Uh,
The blogs. Di
sir?
ba, kita karon grabe na ang mga vlogs, di ba? Oo.
Yes, sir.
Makalearn ba
Yes,
tayo
sir.
sa mga vlogs? Okay, so that is, I included this one. Actually, there are only until hidden, but I included the last to fit in the time. Okay, these are some of the examples. Now, let us see. Sa ato ang basahon. Sorry. Wait. Okay. Kindly read Mr. Lobrico.
Teacher Ed is newly hired teacher in 2022 and assigned at Basbasanan to Diraya to Tigwa. This is a newly opened public school in the Indigenous Cultural Community or ICC. The school implemented the K-12 curriculum in the form of Indigenous People Education or IPED. Since the school is newly opened, only curriculum guide in all learning areas are available. For teacher aid to be effective in the teaching to learning process, he developed differentiated instructional learning materials based on the curriculum guides. When he used the said materials, he developed, the Tigwahanon children enjoyed the lesson with active participation during the teaching learning process. On Friday, the community is celebrating Bangkakawan, a festival to celebrate good harvest with ritual. Teacher Ed and his class participated in the said festival and ritual.
Lobrico. Now, question. What is the example based on the selection? What is the written curriculum? Based on the example, what is the example of the written curriculum? Mhm.
Lesson plan. Curriculum guide, sir.
Recommended curriculum, Miss Ardiano. What is the example of the recommended curriculum?
This is the co-answer K to 12 curriculum.
Very good. What is the example of the written curriculum?
The curriculum
Miss,
guide, sir.
very good, curriculum guide. Okay. What is the example of the supported curriculum? Miss uh, Mary Christie. Mary Christie, Paktura.
Mary Christ Pactolanan, sir.
Okay, yes ma'am. What is the example here based on the selection? What is the example of the supported curriculum?
Textbook, sir.
Okay, another one. Thank you. Angel May Obogon.
So, differentiated instructional learning materials, sir.
Okay, very good. What is the example here of the hidden curriculum? Miss Moring.
Hidden, sir, kay participated during the said festivity and ritual. Not sure.
Okay. Okay, what is the example of the learned curriculum? Learned. Miss Ardiano again.
Yes, sir. The children enjoy the lessons with active participation.
Okay, very good. What is the assist curriculum, Miss Hayagan? Miss Hayagan? Miss Hayagan? Okay, nawala si Miss Hayagan. Okay, go ahead. Miss Hinovia.
His class participated the festivity and ritual, sir. Nag-participate siya mga
Okay.
festivity and ritual
Have
nila.
any more?
It's a good question, sir.
What is the example of the assist curriculum? Go ahead, Miss Tinor.
Ah, hindi ko sure, sir. Try ko.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Ano, sir? Textbooks.
Mhm.
And then, teacher component of koan of the supported curriculum textbooks.
Okay, thank you. Any more? Thank you, Miss Nor.
Thank you, sir.
He developed differential instructional learning material.
That is supported. When they participated in the ritual, and then in the ritual, would you think there is an assist curriculum? When they followed the ritual, once they observed, okay.
Sorry,
So
sir.
when they participated, and then remember in the participation, then they followed what are the sequence of the ritual. So there
Oo,
is
nakawalo sila sa rules and regulations sa rituals. Mao na siya si assess.
yes. Because in that particular event, once nga ang bata naka-follow, so dapat buhaton, then that is assist curriculum. When they learn. Okay. That's all about curriculum. Now, I am going to share with you the latest type of curriculum. Okay. So I will share this one with you that you are the one making your road for you to transverse on and reaching your dreams and nobody else. Thus you are the one making your card to star on. And that is what we call success. So advance congratulations sa inyo tanan. Then I have to share another the latest curriculum development that we have now in the Department of Education. Okay, I would like to share to you what is the latest, okay, the trend in terms of curriculum development. Okay, I hope nakita na ninyo ang screen. Okay, one of the features of the recommended curriculum is in the K-12 is the concept of contextualization. Then I would like to share with you the very easy way of contextualization is through localization. So I will not share with you the other type of the other degree of contextualization, which is indigenization, because it is a very in-depth way, but it focuses only for the group of the indigenous peoples. But this localization is a degree of contextualization, which is very applicable in all types of learners, in all contexts of the learners. Okay. By the way, if you agree with me, what is the binisaya of contextualization? Okay, what do you think is the binisaya of contextualization? No idea? Mr. Miss Dilada, Janilin. Miss Dilada, are you around? Or Miss Ad? Miss Ad? Okay. Mr. Lobrico, what do you think is the binisaya for contextualization?
So kuan sir kana uh, uh, based sa kuan ng pang-adlaw-adlaw nga kinabuhi unsay nasa
Okay,
palibot
very
sa
good.
mga learners.
So, if you agree with me, contextualization sa sa kapag binisaya, pagpahaom. Okay? Pagpahaom, pagpagaan, sa unsa may dapat itudlo. Okay. So, contextualization, why we are going to contextualize? Okay? Why we are going to contextualize? Basically, of the issue. There is an issue we need to contextualize. O sa inyo nakita sa screen. Sa inyo nakita sa screen. Because there is an issue. Why we need to contextualize. Miss Bores.
Sometimes, sir, kay ang gina-teach sa school kay layo ra kay sa reality, sir.
Very good. So meaning, there is an issue of relevance. There is an issue of relevance. Sometimes we teach what is in school may not be cannot be applied in the real life. Tama? So there is an issue. So that's why we need to contextualize para ang mga bata ang atong gitudlo mahimong relevant to the lives of the children. Okay? That's the main reason why we need to contextualize. So basically, in the K-12 curriculum, remember the recommended curriculum, which is the K-12 curriculum, it is highlighted. Okay, it is highlighted that we need to be sensitive in terms of culture. We need to be responsive in terms of culture. And that's why we need to contextualize, becoming relevant ang curriculum nato, and then ang atong curriculum becoming responsive. So, first step, ug mag-teach ta, know the context of the learners, because the learners are very diverse. They don't have the same context. Example, si Tinor. Kung uli siya sa ilahang area, si Tinor, taga-asa gani ka, if you want mine.
Taga Malaybalay, sir.
Imuhang kagikan.
Kuan, sir, Marawi,
Okay,
sir.
good. If you are in Marawi, then remember the curriculum nga itong gamit is tanan, parehas na. Tama ba? From Apari to Hulo, isa ra nga itong curriculum. Then, og at ka sa Marawi, usahan na nimo ng curriculum sa pag dito ka dito sa Marawi. It has something to do with the culture responsive. It has something to do with the context. Tama? Dili nimo ma-relate ang curriculum if we don't know the context of the learners. Example, si Miss hayagan o magtudlo, mag-apply na, pasara na mo og board exam. Then mag-apply mo dito sa San Fernando and then you will be assigned in the IP communities. Usahan niyo ang curriculum. Ba? That's why we need to contextualize. And here in this presentation, I will help you how. Okay? So that ma-enhance ng inyong learning about sa curriculum. Nga, dili na siya, yes, you can have this supported curriculum. Yes, you can have this that curriculum. But again, how? Okay? So very easy. Okay? So I will go directly to the how. So ano to pag-contextualize sa curriculum. But before that, of course, ato sang i-reflect. Atong dawaton nga there is an issue according to Miss Bores, dili dili how matong dito sa mga context sa mga bata. Because ang pag-contextualize or ang pagpahaom, it improves motivation which facilitates learning. Then relating concepts to day-to-day experiences which facilitates retention. Then, if we are going to contextualize, it promotes learning both inside and outside the school setting. Okay? Application of learning to real-life situations or needs makes lessons relevant and increases interest in learning. And of course, it addresses issues of learner diversity, which can lead to self-confidence that contributes to learners' achievement. And of course, the last is can lead to improved learning outcomes. I hope you have realized these things. That's why we need to contextualize. Example, kung magtudlo ka og okay, we'll start with the beginning reading. Basically, the issues now ang pagpabasa sa mga bata. So, why is it ang bata maglisod o comprehend? Because the foundations in the beginning reading, dili ma-relate sa bata. Example, if you are going to talk about letter A, the sound A, right? The sound A or ang symbol niya is A. Karon unsaon nimo siya nga ma-contextualize ang symbol nga A so that ang bata makarelate, so that ang bata ma-retain niya ang sound nga A. B, let us see. Almi Jane Ipon. Almi Jane? Wala. Si Almi Jane.
I can show you
Miss Barin.
shining
Miss Babarin.
splendor.
Miss Babarin. Miss Catalan. Glazel. Miss Catalan. Mr. Ortiga. Wala. Mr. Paholias. Mr. Paholias? Okay, Miss Obogon.
Sir?
Okay, how can you make... Okay, I'm talking about symbols and sounds. Okay, symbols and sounds. And I shared an example, the symbol A. And what is the sound of A in mother tongue?
Ah.
Okay, good. Now, how can you make if you're going to teach a sound letter combination, okay, the sound letter combination, how can you make that the child can retain the sound A? We are now on the application of the curriculum. How can we apply the curriculum? If your topic is the sound letter combination, and the symbol is A and the sound is A. So, saan mo na sa pagtudlo para ang pag-retain sa sound, dali ra. Ang pag-connect sa bata, dali ra. Sige.
Repetitive, sir.
Okay. How?
Um, repeat, they will i-open mo yung mouth
Mhm.
wider in front sa mga bata. And then kung unsay kanang what we call that one kanang ano sa imong yan ang nilang nang the sounds
Mhm.
and then gamit yung example nga kanang makita na nila sa palibot. For example,
Okay.
apa, ama.
Mhm. Okay. So you need to have the picture analysis. You're going to use picture para
Yes, sir.
ma-familiarize nila, then para ma-retain nila. Then you are talking about common ba in the
Yes.
community. Okay. So that's very good. Remember that if you will not use materials within the community, maglisod ang bata o familiarize. I hope you will agree with me. Mas dali hinumduman sa bata kung ang imong gigamit nga example of the sound na silang palibot. And
It's
that is what you
area, sir.
very good. It is now how you're going to use. It's always realia. Okay. Using local materials, using local word in the community. And take note, anam-anam mo ng bata dili biglaon. Okay, start with his known, not the unknown. Because you're going to bridge from the known to the unknown. That is theory ni, kinsa man na, from known to unknown, kinsa ng theory. By Lev Vygotsky. Don't forget that one. And then why we have to use local materials? Kinsa na nga theory? About social learning theory. Kinsa na? It is on Albert. Kinsa gani? About social learning theory?
Bandura.
Very good. By Bandura. So mo na ito ginagamit. We always have anchored on the different theories. Para dali ko na masabtan sa bata, we have to use whatever available materials in the community. And that is according to Albert Bandura on the social learning theory. Thank you. Sige. That is very basic. Basic lang na siya. Okay, there are three concepts in the contextualization. Okay. Contextualization is the process of relating, relating. What do you mean by relating? I-relate, process of relating the K to 12 in the context of the learners. Okay. Then there are two degrees of contextualization. We have the localization and indigenization. Okay. These are the 2 degrees. Ang localization is relating the content, relating the content to the local content, relating the concepts to the local content, then relating the concept using local materials, then relating the concepts to the local information, and that is what they call localization. And how about indigenization? Relating the concepts or relating the curriculum to the biogeographical of the learners, relating the concepts, relating the curriculum to the historical context of learners. Then indigenization is relating the concepts, relating the curriculum to biogeographical, historical, and of course, the social or historical, biogeographical, and the social context of the learners. That is what they call indigenization. Now, I will focus on the localization process. Okay. The fruit, the fruit of contextualization is making meaningful, relevant, and useful. That's what we said a while ago, that you have to focus on the context of the learners. Context. Okay, these are the context of the learners. Their setting or their biogeographical. There, they have the situation. Then you have the area of application. Now, kung mahimo ni siya, makontextualize nato ni, relating the curriculum, relating the concepts, mahimo na siyang meaningful. Kasi binisya sa meaningful. Mr. Lobrico.
Bililhon, sir.
Okay, mabililhon. Wow. Mabulukon. Tama ba? Okay. Relevant. Mahimo daw kung ma-contextualize na to ang curriculum o ang concepts, mahimo daw relevant. Unsa na relevant? What is relevant? Sila tagamit na ni word nga relevant to.
Mahinungdanon.
Mahinungdanon. Okay. Mahinungdanon. Okay. Importansya. What else? There are many words can relate the word relevant. Meaning, muhaom sa iyaha. Tama ba? Ma-apply sa iyaha. Then last one, contextualize na to, ang curriculum, the key to curriculum becomes useful. It becomes useful. So, magamit ko sa iyang life. Have you noticed the senior high? Diba? The offerings of the senior high. Let us see. The offerings of the senior high. Ang sinitabo sa offering of the senior high, nakatutok ba sa context sa mga bata? Example, kung ang usa ka high school, just like Valencia National High School, unsa ka sagara ang context sa mga bata sa Sintros Valencia? Is it farming or is it more on business? So,
Business.
more on business. So, nag-offer ba o agri-crop production ang Valencia National High School? Na ba sila agri-crop production? As
Wala.
wala. Nganong wala man sila nag-offer? Tungod kay dili haom. Kung mag-offer sila agri-crop, mura sila ma-out of context, tama ba? So, pero dito ka sa asa na eskwelahan sa Diyas Basakan gani, mabuhay, na ba yung mabuhay, no? O Dagat Kidavaw, IS, okay, good. Dagat Kidavaw Integrated School. Pwede ba sila mag-offer dito og agri-crop production sa senior high? Pwede
Yes,
dili?
sir.
Pwede nga naman. Is it
Na
meaningful? Is it, okay, tungod kay ang palibot sa the whole community is rice farming. Tama? So, kung mag-offer sila agri-crop production, meaningful ka sa mga bata? Meaningful dili?
Meaningful,
Yes, sir.
sir.
Meaningful. Is it relevant to the community?
Yes, sir. Ma-apply man nila sila ang community.
Apply. So karon muhaom silang community. Mapuslan ba nila ilang natunan sa farming, sa
Yes,
agricultural
sir.
production? So that is an example. So kung ikaw si teacher, ikaw ang curricularist, that is part of the planning. Ha? That is part of the planning. Importante yun. So ma-apply ni mo ni siya, know what is curriculum in reality. So dili basta-basta. So that's one yung sa inyo ha, kung magtudlo ka dito, unsa nga mga sugilihas ang mga stories dito sa that's why there is a need to contextualize the curriculum. Yes, we have the same curriculum, K-12. Pero unsa na to pag-implement? Valencia National High School versus Dagat Kidavaw. Parehas ba ang curriculum? Yes, the same. Yun sa pag-implement ang curriculum. Parehas dili? Dili. So it varies. That's the essence of contextualization. Diba? So know the context. So basically, ang asa ang mas in-depth? Localization or indigenization? Okay. Mas in-depth ang indigenization. Tungod kay, kung mag-localize ka, wala nagpasabot nga nag-indigenize ka. Local information naman, local materials naman. Pero kung mag-indigenize ka, nag-localize ka na. Okay, that is the pyramid of contextualization. So mas top how, I will call it top how, ang localization. Pero mas lalum ang indigenization. Okay, so I have said that one. Okay, so if we do localization, meaning we look into the learning content. Diba natuluan na muna ako noon sa pagkuha sa learning content. Asa ta makakuha og learning content? Mr. Lubrico. asa na to makita? In what part of the curriculum map ang learning content?
Kuan sir, nasa learning competency.
Very good. Naasa learning competency. Example, in Araling Panlipunan, nakakilala ng na iisa-isa ang mga membro ng pamilya. Okay, good. That is competency. Naiisa-isa ang mga membro ng pamilya. Unsa kaha ang content? Mr. Lubrico.
Pamilya sir.
Membro ng pamilya. That is the learning content. Now, kung ikaw, Mr. Lubrico, muli ka sa Quezon, di ba taga-Butong ka?
Yes sir, yes sir.
Okay. Kung taga-Butong ka, diverse ang mga bata dito, tama? Nay Manubo, napoy Bisaya, o nay Dumaga.
Sir, sa Kimdras. Mamanubo yun.
Kasi kara
Taga
Manubo.
Kimdras mi.
Okay. Okay, Manubo. Kung kana ang imuhang content, mga membro ng pamilya, unsa kaha ang local information dito? Abe, tanaw na to. Kung doon na tayo nanay, napo sila'y Inoy. Tama? That is local information, mga pangalan. Kung naratay tatay, napo sila'y Amoy. So that is local information. Pero ang content, mga membro ng pamilya. So local materials, o sabi mo gamiton. Kung ang imuhang context is Manobo, o sabi mo gamiton ng picture.
Picture sa mga Manobo,
Exactly,
sir.
very good. So that is localization. Sayon dili. Sayon. Just get the local content, relate to the local information, local materials. So that's how we're going to contextualize the curriculum. Okay. Next. So, another examples. Used in lessons are products in locality. Okay. Names, situations, setting needed to give context to test questions or problem solving exercises or those of the immediate community. The word is immediate community. Kung si Misayagan, taga Lilingayon kami Sayagan, am I right?
Mount Nebo,
Mount
sir.
Nebo, Kisilingan. Okay. Si Misayagan, taga Mount Nebo. Kasagara dito sa mga bata. No, the context na, no, the context. Misayagan.
Sir, mga lumad,
Okay,
sir.
mga IPs gihapon. Unsa ka nga klase sa IPs?
Di ko sure og unsa ni sir.
Okay. Correct. Talaandig. Okay. Talaandig. So karon og makuha tag competency dito sa mother tongue. Okay. Mother tongue ha. There is a competency in mother tongue that the child retell a story. Okay. Retell a story heard. Ang bata ko no makaretell og story sa iyang nadungog. So what type of story nga imong ihatag sa mga bata Misayagan kung ikaw ang teacher dito sa Mount Nebo? Imo ba tagaan og story nga Cinderella?
Dili, sir.
Correct.
Kanang gakahitabo sa ilahang balay ang dapat example.
Okay, because that is the purpose. Very good, thank you. So, ano sa din nato itudlo ang mga Cinderella stories about Rapunzel, atong Snow White and the Seven Dwarfs. Ano sa din nato itudlo na siya? Kung familiar na sila sa ilang ugalihong stories. Kaya ang competency ato, retell a story being heard. Asa ang mas dali nila nga isaysay or makaretell silang story? Ang story ba nga Cinderella or ang sugilanon nga nadungog nila sa ilahang community? Siyempre, ang story nga nadungog silang community. That is the purpose of why we need to contextualize. Okay? Then, another one, kanisa translating a story, then local materials, kana siya. Nasigutan na ni Ms. Bogol sa mga local materials. Okay. I will share to you how. This is my own. I made simple steps on how to contextualize using localization. Okay. One, importante kay balog yung si teacher. sa context sa iyang mga bata ug sa the whole community. Kaya maglisod ka contextualize if the teacher doesn't know the context of the learners and even the community. Why? Because the competency, musulod siya ani nga mga aspects. Yeah? So in the community na as people, na topography, na houses, communication, economic activity, trees, plants, flowers, insects, birds, fowls, animals, governance, transportation, infrastructure, basic services, types of community, and the history. So basically, dirita mo sulod kung mag-contextualize na. So we have different subjects from English to ASP, AP to APP, or TLE. Okay, so example of this, of the people, the same as what I shared in the diagram. We have the writing system, the people, the traditions, the economic activities, the rituals, the stories, the religion, okay, the sports, the clothing attire, then the history, the foods, the songs, the dances. So dirita mo sulod o mag-contextualize na. Okay, so I will leave to you this activity. Inyo lang yung praktisan as part sa inyo ha. I hope no, nag-continue po ba mo karon o practice teaching?
Yes, sir.
Okay, very good. Pwede ninyo praktisan ni siyang activity. Try lang ninyo. Kung maghimo mo og lesson plans. Because doing the lesson plans, planning part of making lesson plans is contextualizing. Ha? Importante nga, your written curriculum, diha pa lang na contextualize na inyong written curriculum. Especially kung mo, himo po mo supported curriculum. And even kung maghimo po mo og assist curriculum, maghimo mo og assessment, dapat common names, common words, inyong gamiton para makarelate gid ang bata. That is the very purpose. Okay, so example na, let us see. After knowing the context, number 2 is you're going to analyze the learning competency. Familiar mo ba? Ano ka ng mga learning competency? Right na kayo mga. So example of this, visualize, represents, and identifies unit of fractions with denominators of 10 and below. That is mathematics grade 2. Now, importante si teacher kaya balo, unsa di ang skills ako ipapan sa bata? So, diha pala sa competency, na ang mga skills. Unsa man na example sa skills nga nas competency, visualizes, represents, and identifies. So, klaro ang skills. Pagkahuman, unsa ka ang local information? And the content here, what is the content? Unit of fractions with denominators of 10. So, may kang unit of fractions. Unsa na unit of fractions with denominators of 10? Kinala si teacher, kumbinsido nga, familiar sa topic. Dili pwede nga si teacher magmalaog tudlo at tubang sa mga bata nga dili sa sigurado sa iyang nasabtan sa iyang topic. Importante 'yon. So, ang nasabtan ni teacher about fraction is pantay na paghati, patas nga pagbahin. Diba? Oftentimes can be experience, asa man ma-experience, di ba? Balik-balik na ganyan na nga dapat ang ato ang curriculum experience-based, context-based. Because diha ta mo hugot sa ilang experience, makakonek ka silang day-to-day life. So, example, nagpalit ka one watermelon and you have 5 friends in the house. So, dili lang siya nga word problem siya, kundi makarelate ba ang bata about watermelon? Makarelate ba kung ang bata na asa example nasa tanan ba? Common naman ang watermelon, bisag asa, kaila naman ang mga bata. Tama ba, Miss Hinovia? So, pwede niyo magamit ang watermelon. So, ang local material is of course watermelon. Ang local information about the word watermelon. So, 5 friends in the house. So, dunay si Papa nagpalit og isa ka watermelon. Gibahin niya sa 5 ka amigo. So, tagpila man siya, apil ka. Diba? So, bahinan og kaunom. So, basically, that is an example. Not only in watermelon, kung naka sa Sinayawan, Sinabuagan, Dagat Kidabaw, as pa mabuhay pang area, pwede ka mo gamit og harvesting corn, harvesting rice, and other community activities. Okay. Basically, localization ang tawag. So, another example, okay? So, Kasanayan, natutukoy ang mga suliraning pangkapaligiran na naranasan sa sariling pamayanan. That is Araling Palipunan, grade 10. So, unsa man ang skills, natutukoy. Unsa man ang topic, mga suliraning pangkapaligiran na naranasan sa sariling pamayanan. So, og naa ka dito sa asa na, Lumbayaw. Di ba ang Lumbayaw, kasagara doon na landslide? So, pwede nimo gamitan. Local information, basura, baha, duming ilog, at iba pa. Sa picture or video, basura, baha, duming ilog, at iba pa rin, ONS community. So, actual community observation are the activities of brainstorming. So, yan nila kasayo ng localization. So, pwede nila praktisan na. Okay. Kung maghimo po ng activity sheet, kinakadali. Pero this is another, ako lagi na-share sa inyo, pwede nyo mapraktisan ang pag-localize sa curriculum. Okay. So in summary, localizations, examples used in lessons start with those in the locality, names, everything, local materials, local stories, and translating mother tongue-based multilingual education ng mga suwilanan. Okay, so another sharing, another insight I would like to share with you. Basa, pakibasa, Miss Obogon. Miss Obogon.
Yes, sir. True engagement takes a culture of encounter to build one's dreams and aspirations for a meaningful education which is relevant, culture-based, and
Okay,
life-laden.
thank you very much, Miss Obogon. That is the essence of contextualization. Okay, so thank you so much. And this is the last part of my share with you in your enhancement. Kadagway man, daghang salamat. Okay, so do you have some queries regarding how you're going to implement the curriculum, from the concepts of curriculum, then how are you going to implement the curriculum? So, if wala,
Okay na siya, sir. Very well said. Very clearly said.
okay, so I will have to stop my presentation. Okay. Okay, you can open your cam now para mag-picture ta. I hope maka-picture ta. Sige, can you open your cam? Walay punta na. So, Eric, is Eric around? Okay. As usual, Miss Abogon, good ang assign sa una, no? Yung mag-picture. Okay, open your cam now.
Sir, wala ka computer, sir.
Miss
Si
Hayagin.
Ma'am Batoy mo siguro, sir, kay naka-computer siya. Bantay bata pa magod ko, sir.
Okay, Miss Hayagin, can you mag-picture?
Sir, siguro kung
Sige, Miss Batoy, si Miss Bangs.